Hi, this is James Gordon Octorli here for book review. Today's book I'm reviewing today, Rafts by Utunu. This is from the publisher Mapaku Village, and this was published back in 2023. This was a warm-hearted, fun adventure story. I really enjoyed it. I really loved the two main characters a lot in this story. Kuma and Shima, I really love these two main characters a lot. This is Shima and this is Kuma here. This was, as I said, a fun book. It had a lot of like fun moments, funny moments. I like the adventure that these two would go on. However, for the first time in my life reading a book, I cried at the ending. I was in absolute tears, as I am not going to sugarcoat this and say, oh, it was a happy ending type thing. No, I can't lie about the ending of this book. The ending really caught me off guard. I was just in tears because I love these two main characters so much. I want to see, a happy ending um, with them, uh, like able to, you know, get off this island that they're stranded on and be accepted back by their people again. But this story does not end the way that I wanted it to. It it does kind of there is a happy moment despite the tragedy that happens in the end of the story, but it's still I was in tears and I was just it's not the ending I saw coming. I was completely shocked. I had so many endings in my mind how this story was going to end, but it ended in a way that I didn't see coming. Overall, I still enjoyed this book, and I'm looking forward to reading more novels by this author. Hoping that the next book will have a happy ending instead of a sad ending. But all right, on to the book review and spoiler alert, as I will give away crucial details within the story. Plot: sailing on his carterman off the small coastal fishing village in Africa, Kuna, a young man who is a skilled pearl diver who knows how to survive out in the wild along with making medics. While he is finding pearls, Kuna hears a roar of thunder off in the distance and sees a storm coming in. Reaching his village to see his mother and younger brother are waiting for him. Suddenly, a powerful typhoon comes without warning and destroys his village as Kuna tries hanging on to a rock, but the powerful winds carry him off into the sea. Kuna awakens the following morning as he sees a raft floating out in sea. He searches around for land but doesn't see any. However, he sees a raft floating. He swims toward it. However, there's someone else on the raft. A Arfolio hyena male known by Kuna's tribe as a ghoul. While not a common enemy, however, Kuna's people and ghouls do not get along well as they speak a different language in fear of being eaten by them, as they are known to be dangerous and violent. With one incident involving a hunting party coming in contact with a group of ghouls. Kuna tribe tried to be peaceful with the ghouls, but due to a language barrier and misunderstanding, the ghouls attacked the humans. While nobody was killed, however, both sides were badly hurt and injured from the fighting. After this event, both tribes do their best to avoid each other while trying to keep the peace between them. At first, Kuna isn't sure if the ghoul is hostile or not, but knows that its village must have been destroyed during the storm and both of them aren't in the best shape to fight each other. The ghoul looks over at Kuna with its amber eyes as it's much taller than him and more muscular. However, Kuna notices it keeps rubbing its leg and moans in pain. Kuna is able to capture some fish and shares his catch with the ghoul, gaining his trust along with giving him some of his drinking water. Over time, the two of them begin sitting closer to each other despite having difficulty understanding each other, but communication with hand gestures to which the ghoul allows Kuna to look at his wounded leg as it's cut during the typhoon. Kuna is able to treat the wound with what he has, but the terrible pain causes the ghoul to pass out, which Kuna goes fishing, but during one of his dives he loses his knife. However, he doesn't feel the ghoul isn't a threat, as without him his chances of survival are slim. After being out at sea for a few days, Kuna spots land as he paddles the raft towards it and carries the ghoul onto shore. Kuna searches for plants and roots to grind them down to both make medicine and painkillers to help with the ghoul's wounds. After treating the wounds, Kuna is able to make a spear and goes hunting for fish. He brings back along with water, but the ghoul cries. Kuna offers the water, which the ghoul accepts, then they eat. However, the next day the raft is gone as both men are stranded on the island together. Feeling tired with the cramp in his leg, Kuna gives the spear to the ghoul as he sets out to hunt fish. When he returns, Ghoul tells it what his name is, and the ghoul replies his name is Shima. As the days go by, both Kuna and Shima explore more of the island as both men face different problems while trying to stay alive. Kuna gives Shima a makeshift crutch to help him walk better, which allows him to help out collecting food along with seashells. Kuna creates a path through the jungle to help Shima walk easily as the two build a shelter which takes many days to fully complete. And Kuna teaches more words for Shima to say as the two are able to talk more to each other. However, Kuma is haunted by nightmares of seeing his village being destroyed and losing friends and family members, but each time he awakens, Shima is always there to comfort him and always sleeps with him, allowing Kuna to sleep peacefully. Also, Shima likes to sing, which Kuna really enjoys and doesn't care if he doesn't understand what Shima is singing about. He finds hearing the music very relaxing. Also, the two begin to hug each other more, with Shima pressing his nose against Kuna's nose. Over time, Shima fully recovers from his injured leg, allowing him to run, which he goes to the beach, takes off his loincloth, and swims naked. Kuna is happy to see him feeling better as Shima comes over and pulls Kuna into the water to go swimming with him. Kuna slips off his loincloth, joining Shima in the water. He is amazed how fast Shima can swim in the water as the two play with each other. After swimming, the two return to the beach as they lie on the sand together. Kuna can't help but glance over at Shima's muscular body to see how strong he is and explores further to see his fur sheet. Suddenly, he notices that Shima is doing the same thing as the two blush and turn their heads away. Later on, the two go fishing to catch a lot as they cook a big dinner. Kuna takes Shima off to the cliff high on the island to watch the stars. However, the two begin bonding even closer, with Kuna feeling more of Shima's soft body, to which Shima does the same thing. Kuna suddenly feels a bulge under his loincloth. He blushes in embarrassment, but Shima comforts him as he unties his loincloth, letting it drop to the ground, and Shima presses his paw hand onto his chest and moves it lower till he reaches Kuna, Kuna's cock and strokes it. Kuna moans as he reaches for Shima's loincloth and unties it. Unable to resist anymore, Kuna touches Shima's cock. The two lie together, kissing as Shima works his way down towards Kuna's cock, licking and sucking it till he reaches an orgasm. They lay together, watching the stars till they fall asleep. The following morning, Kuna is a bit embarrassed of what happened last night, as this is all new to him. He tries hiding his shyness to Shima, but he notices and he feels he's done something bad, which causes Shima to avoid Kuna. Feeling bad, he goes looking for Shima and confesses his love to him. Shima forgives him as the two remove their loincloths, lie down together on the cliff as they explore each other's bodies while having sex. After being on the island for a few years, both Kuma and Shima have begun building a raft to return back to their homeland and see if any of their friends or family still alive or they are gone. However, Kuna is unsure what their fate will be when they return, as Shima thinks they should stay and live together on the island. However, Kuna knows they can't stay forever, with a storm getting worse, but despite what they face together, their love will always keep them together. Rafts was a warm-hearted, fun-filled adventure with funny moments and lovely scenes of gay romance, highly detailed on a tropical island where most of the story takes place, along with the seas of the open sea. While there were very little characters we get to know within the story, but the author adds rich detail to the characters that are brought up in the story. However, I love the two main characters a lot. Both Kuna and Shima were such fun characters to read, as I enjoyed the moments of them working together while stranded on this island, along with the many moments of sex too. The pacing was good, as there were no scenes that dragged on or went by too quickly, as we get to learn a lot from the two main characters, as I really like the idea of two different races learning more about each other in the story, as the subject of forbidden love is brought up, as both Kuna and Shima are both wondering if their people would accept them or reject them despite overcoming their differences. However, I felt some filler could have been added, as I wish this story was longer. The illustrations were wonderful, as I liked how detailed they were, showing the two main characters on the island having fun or sharing many lovely moments together. But nothing could prepare me for how this story ended. I was caught off guard thinking it would be a happy ending. The ending shocked and had me in tears as I cried for the death of the two main characters. It was not how I thought the story would end, as I want to see Kuna and Shima being accepted by their people and able to show love is stronger than hate. However, even after death, love can still live on, as nothing can separate the powerful bond that Kuna and Shima share together. Overall, I highly recommend Rafts. It's a wonderful furry gay romance novel filled with adventure, love, and tragedy, showing both the joys of life, love, and overcoming our differences to accomplish anything. I do hope to see more novels by Unit, but do have a tissue box at your side. You'll need it for the ending. And that's it for the view today. Yeah, this was a great book, but man, that ending, man, I didn't see that one coming. I was in tears, crying last night. I I've fallen behind a bit on this book, as you know, life just keeps throwing curveballs at me. So I was trying to read as many pages as I could to get this book done, and I just wanted to get this. So I was reading a lot last night, thinking, okay, when I get to the end, it's gonna be a happy ending, because before I read this book, when I got this book back at the Furry Convention this year, I just glanced through it, and the illustrations in here by I forgot to mention this during my um, beginning of the book. The many illustrations by Chackett were absolutely wonderful, were absolutely very well drawn and wonderful, and captures the rich detail within the story. So I really enjoyed that. Um, I really like the setting of the story. You know, it's set in like in a kind of like a tribal era, and I like the two main characters. At first they're kind of unsure of each other first, but then the two of them realize that they need to work together to survive, and they overcome their differences and the challenges they face together. I really enjoy that. And I just love the whole story taking place on this tropical island that they're surviving together and stuff, and the many fun moments that they have. The, the 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 scenes of hot gay romance were awesome. I really enjoyed those scenes, and I especially like the one part where Kuna and Shima have this naked dance. I really enjoyed that too. That was a lot of fun reading that. And this part where Kuna makes like a sculpture of Shima for him, and then Shima loves it, and he looks at it and goes, "You made Shima's sheath too small," and then Kuna responds, "Too small? I thought it was smaller than that." And it leads to them like play fighting, and that was such a lovely scene. And oh man, I just really enjoyed like these two characters so much. They were like so much fun to read. But the ending, I did not see coming. I was just in tears last night. I was like, no, this can't end like this, this no. Oh man, I was really upset by the ending. I was, hoping that it would be a happy ending, the two characters getting off the island together and stuff, and being accepted by their people. But things don't always end the way we want them to. But as the ending shows, that even after death, love can still live on, as the strong bonds of love will always remain together, as the story um, states that basically, even after death, Kuna and Shima will always remain together, even in the afterlife. So there is that moment, but oh boy, it was still a sad ending. It's the first time I ever cried at the ending of a novel. I didn't think that would ever happen. Like, there's been endings that I enjoyed, endings that made me mad or angry, or thrown a book across the room because I was so mad at the way it ended, or just staring at the last page and thinking to myself, the author could have ended this a lot better. But this was an ending I didn't see coming. It was just had me in tears. But I still enjoyed this book. I really like it, and I'm definitely looking forward to reading more novels by this author. I already got like a collection. I added to my wish list of a short story he wrote, so I'm looking forward to reading more novels by this author when he publishes them. Alright, that's it for the book review today. Hope you enjoyed it. And for my next book, since Dark Water really didn't satisfy that hunger of horror, I've decided I'm going to move on to this. Guyu, which is Japanese for fish. This is the very well-known horror manga by this Japanese author, Junji Ito. I have never read anything by this author. I hear a lot of praise for this horror manga writer and artist, so I'm definitely looking forward to starting off with this one and checking out his many horror mangas as well. And I've already got some novels picked out. Alright, that's the review today. I hope you enjoyed it. And please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, to our library, and the Facebook group with the same name, and please post a review of fiction. Until then, I'll catch you later.